A stormy end to spring with another handful of weather warnings issued for this Thursday, which includes a yellow level 2 warning for severe storms likely now in the Eastern Cape, Southern Free State, as well as Limpopo. And when stability values are a little bit higher, a level 4 warning for the western regions of KwaZulu-Natal, where hail and localised flooding is a risk. We also have this Atlantic high pressure system south of the country that will be responsible for onshore fresh to strong south-southeasterly winds picking up along the southern coastline, and also that Cape Doctor later yet again blowing strong in Cape Town with a mainly northerly wind picking up in the northern Cape and blowing fresh. So we've got a surface trough that's extending over the western regions of the country this Thursday, and usually stormy conditions are expected east of a trough. That's exactly what we can see on our rainfall probability map, with scattered storms likely stretching all the way from Limpopo over the Highveld, the Free State, and also parts of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. But just note instability values are a little bit higher on Friday, and that's when I think we are going to see the most severe storms, especially moving over parts of Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Let's zoom into the Western Cape for this Thursday, and it's quickly warming up in the north and 29 in Cape Town. And as mentioned later, that Cape Doctor yet again picking up over the peninsula as well as in the mother city, but an onshore easterly wind will blow fresh to strong on a Thursday along the southern coastline, pushing in some cloud and light rain here and there, with isolated storms expected to later bubble up over the bordering regions of the Cape Province as well as the central Karoo. And this ridging high as well as trough is creating an area of convergence here in the Eastern Cape. Therefore, it's a lot of instability and enough moisture for isolated scattered storms to develop. A few of those storms could become severe, as we've seen a yellow level 2 warning issued by the Weather Service and a yellow level 4 warning in place for regions like Kokstad as well as the Midlands and near the southern Drakensberg over the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Moving to Mpumalanga, temperatures in the mid-20s with some foggy patches in the morning, and then later a few isolated storms likely to bubble up here and there. And then in Limpopo, warming up the afternoon, and due to enough moisture, we're expecting isolated to scattered storms to move over large parts of the province. Same for northwest, that surface trough will extend a band of showers and thunderstorms over the central regions, and they will spread in an eastwards direction. In the northern Cape, a mainly northwesterly wind picking up here in the western interior, and then we're expecting isolated thunderstorms to develop in a band stretching over Postmasburg, Kimberley as well as Colesberg. And we can also see a few storms likely here over the bordering regions of the Cape provinces, with a few isolated storms expected to move over the Free State after a hotter day, and storms becoming scattered over the southern regions. In Gauteng, a 30 to 60% chance for thunderstorms on Thursday, but as mentioned, we're expecting much more stormy weather on Friday, especially over the Highveld, and it's especially here in parts of Gauteng, Limpopo and Mpumalanga, where I'm sure the Weather Service will yet again issue a warning for the possibility of severe storms, hail, as well as localised flooding due to the saturated ground over eastern South Africa. Stormy weather also expected on Friday here in the Eastern Cape as that surface trough deepens and then spreading into KwaZulu-Natal. On Saturday, the trough is starting to weaken with a few more isolated storms likely here and there in the eastern regions, and winds now turning southwesterly along the southern coastline with showers over the east coast. Well, that's all from me, and remember, no matter the weather, we're in this together.